gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that you are, well, possibly taking the time to participate in this vote. You may just be stopping by to leave again, which to me, I think that's kind of bizarre, but whatever, you're your own person, okay? Do what you want to do. I appreciate that you may be possibly participating in this vote. Some of you may remember that a while back, like a long-ass time ago, let's be honest, I ran a series vote, which ultimately resulted in the beginning of the Rohan campaign, which is still ongoing. But I think now would be a good time to run yet another series vote. You may have noticed that I've begun to re-record Oriental Empires, and I have since ceased recording Oriental Empires for two reasons. The first being I'm still having issues with crashes, and actually, interestingly enough, the developers themselves dropped me a line in an attempt to resolve my issues, which I respect. That's pretty cool of them to reach out. I think I'm making them look bad though, because I'm talking about all these crashes I'm receiving with the game, and I feel a little bit uneasy about that, because it is not a crash-tastic game. I can get hours and hours and hours of gameplay out of it just on my own, but as soon as I try to record 15 minutes of it, it crashes every single time. And it's quite unfortunate, so I just want to say that it is actually a stable game, despite what the appearances seem to be on my channel. So that is my first issue. The second issue is, of course, that no one's watching this series, so obviously you don't want to see it, and that's just fine. We're going to kill it off. You know, we're going to just slide the knife in under the, you know, where the spine meets the skull. Just make it real quick. Put it out of its misery, because, as I said, no one's watching it, and I have no interest in recording stuff that you guys have no interest in. So, in an effort to resolve this, we're having the vote, okay? Just to see if you guys want to see shit or what? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to gauge your interests, and I'm rambling on. So, let's move on here. So the series we're voting on now will not begin next Monday, the upcoming Monday, June the 12th, but instead it will begin on June the 19th. And this essentially will allow me to be able to examine the results of the poll and enact the results of the poll, aka record material ahead of time, create the thumbnails, create all the artwork and everything I need for the videos, etc. That is pretty obvious, I would imagine. From between now and then, I actually have another series lined up, but I don't expect it to last long. It's just sort of like a throwaway series to fill up the schedule in the meantime. And that's something we'll talk about later. Now, I just want to talk about the actual options on the poll here. So I've put up 4 games that I'd be really interested in recording right now, but of course there is the 5th option, which is just literally anything else. And if that is your vote, either cast that in the straw poll below, or actually if that is your vote, cast it in the straw poll, but also please, in addition, leave a comment so I know exactly what you want to see. Anyway, my first choice would be Ultimate General Civil War. Now this is not a sequel per se, but it is another game in the Ultimate General series, the last being Ultimate General Gettysburg. Gettysburg I found to be rough around the edges, but Civil War, holy shit, I got so addicted to this when I first picked it up. It is a wonderful game, and I would be very interested in recording it with you. It is, of course, a Civil War real-time strategy game with persistent campaign elements. The second game I would like to record would be Total War Attila, but with mods, because I know there's quite a few popular mods out there. I know Terminus Total War gets a lot of views on certain channels, as well as Age of Vikings, that sort of thing. So I'd be incredibly interested in recording that if you so desire. Of course, Total War Attila needs no introduction. We are all familiar, I would hope. The third series I would like to record would be Battle Brothers. This is another game I got disgustingly addicted to. This is one of those games where you are not playing a character per se, but you are instead running an entity. It's almost like a tycoon game. Basically, Battle Brothers, it is a low fantasy grimdark setting with a procedurally generated world in which you run a mercenary company. And holy shit, I have to say, I fucking love this game, so I would be incredibly interested in recording this series. All of these games, as I keep saying, I would be incredibly interested in recording, as long as you guys are interested as well. Now, the fourth and final option in the poll is Mountain Blade Warband plus mods plus standalone. So again, this requires no introduction. I'm actually a massive, massive fan of Warband. Actually, Mountain Blade in general. I remember playing Mountain Blade when I was like 14, when it was in its beta phase, which was basically early access before Steam early access was a thing. I remember playing like 0.800, actually 0.600, something like that. Basically, Zendar was the only town. That's what I remember. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of Mountain Blade, but I have yet to actually record any single-player series for the channel. So I would be incredibly interested in doing that if you guys are interested. Standalones, that is possibly Viking Conquest. Maybe not so much with Fire and Sword. But anyway, any mods, anything like that, just leave a comment down below what you would like to see. And of course, the fifth option is literally anything else. If you're not interested in any of these games or any of these mods, please leave a comment down below. Please vote in the straw poll. And obviously, if there's a lot of interest, some unforeseen interest I didn't predict, then that is something I would like to steer towards. Earlier, I had mentioned that there was a sort of very brief series I would like to run, just as a sort of, it's a filler series. So there's this game called Exanima, which essentially has like a gladiatorial team management side to it, and again, I got incredibly addicted to this, so I would like to record roughly 5 to 7 episodes of that, put it up on the channel, see how it does. Again, I don't actually expect it to last, but it'll be fun while we get this next series that we are currently voting up and onto the channel. Here's the thumbnail. What do you think? Do you think it'll be... Does it look fun? I have no idea. Anyway, everyone, I just want to say, again, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for participating in the vote. I'm extremely interested to see what you guys have to say. Anyway, everyone, as always, my name is Incoherence. This has been another series vote. I hope to see you all with episode 1 of whatever our fucking brand new series is. I'll see you then.